How you doing, guys? Girl?
Yo,
Yo, yo. What's up, Brian? Nice to meet you, man.
nice to meet you, Frankie.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing well as well. What up, Daniel, McGregor, Marin? Good to see you guys. Heck yeah.
Going
Brian,
on?
what up? Um, Brian, remind me, what do you sell?
We sell roofing and solar leads on like
The
a pay-per-lead model.
Okay, heck yeah. Yeah, what's up, Austin? Um, yeah, I think I told you, but I did solar for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've done solar for the past 8 years, but with the change with the big beautiful bill, we're getting into other home improvements as well.
That
So,
tracks. Yeah.
yeah.
My manager in my last company, he just told me that he's leaving the industry as well. So that was actually why we started this company. That was a big part of it this year, because we were doing that right before, me and my business partner. Um, but heck yeah. Oh, here we go. Who's got some wins for us this week? Who's had some onboardings?
I had I guess a different win. I started a mentorship.
Okay. Tell me about
Yeah. Uh, he's just basically helping me with my ads, I guess.
it.
Ads and just general like knowledge on like go high level and whatnot.
Sweet. Facebook ads, so just helping you generate some more leads.
Yep.
Let's go. Heck yeah. Marin,
Yeah.
what's up, Alexander? Good to see you. Heck yeah.
What's up,
Marin,
brother?
what up, what up? How was
Shit,
how's the week?
crazy.
Yeah?
We stay busy. White space on the calendar is the devil, so we gotta stay busy.
Yeah,
How about you, Frankie?
it's good, man. We've gotten one onboarding this week. Should have one tonight and maybe
Sweet.
one tomorrow. So we're doing the thing. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, got some calls in today, but honestly, the 2 days before that, I was feeling like shit, and I think I got like 20, 30 calls, like 20 on Monday, 30 yesterday. We got some more in. Sam's here. Damn it. Sam, my business partner, he's jumping in right now. He had an appointment right now with somebody and it was supposed to happen, but I guess not. Um, but cool. One of the things I wanted to talk about today is looping, of basically when somebody's like not interested and our ability to pull the conversation back and kind of get it going. Sam, you had an emergency? You're muted, bro.
Yeah, supposedly. He said next Monday, same time.
All right. I literally called this guy 2 hours ago and confirmed the appointment. So pretty classic. Um, Brian, do you have any ways of getting appointments to show up for the leads that you get?
Um, so it's interesting because I actually wanted to talk with you guys about this because we do it a little different style. And my business partner Patrick, I believe, is gonna be jumping on here. He said he was wrapping up dinner, but I've been getting a lot of clients through like Facebook and other avenues. And what I've kind of found is not booking a formal meeting, but just giving them the least resistance to onboard has been way more effective than trying to like, cold call them, book a meeting, get them to show up to that meeting, and then get them to sign up for the service.
Hmm.
Now with us, it's very cut and dry, right? Because we're just selling leads. So like maybe a more formal onboarding is required for some services, but like my best clients don't want to talk to me. So they're just like, yeah, send the invoice, I'll pay it, and let's see how it goes. So I just try to match their pace.
I love that. Yeah, the most low resistant path to get them uh, to use your service. So is the messaging like just super straightforward? Like, hey, we can get you more leads and
Usually what we're saying is because I mean, we have an abundance of leads, is like, hey, we have an overflow of leads. Like we'll pull reports like Texas, right? So Texas, we have a ton of roofing leads coming in. So it's like, so we'll reach out to Texas people, be like, hey, we have an overflow of homeowners that are looking for roof replacements around San Antonio. Are you guys looking for more work right now? And the ones who are get back to me. Um, the other thing that I've started doing is just commenting on people's posts and giving like free information, right? So like I was talking with one guy about the Andromeda, or is that how you say it? Andromeda update for Facebook.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they're like their AI to basically screen for ads or whatever. So I was talking with him about that, and he ended up placing an order for 500 bucks with me yesterday just because he was like, "You seem pretty knowledgeable about this stuff. Like, I'll give your stuff a try." And
Let's
I've
go.
probably sent him like 8 leads in the past 24 hours.
Hell yeah. I like that. So basically your model essentially is they can just buy off your website and then you send them the leads. Am I correct?
Not through the website. We still have to like get their campaign parameters, but I don't give them more information than they ask, right? So like if they're not asking questions, I'm just like just assuming it's good to go and just like, hey, let me get your portal set up. I'll get you over this, and yeah, if they have questions, I let them stop me.
I love that. No, I think, well, especially Sam and I, like our model for next year is more generating leads for like tree service companies and landscapers and stuff like that. And we're kind of going into that path. I know Clay, got a lot of his business through Facebook groups and going that angle. So I appreciate you sharing that because I think that's just an angle that we haven't really tapped into that I could see working really well. I think like any modality of getting new clients, right? It's just about like picking something, sticking with it, and then doing it and doing it and doing it and refining.
Yep.
Was that like your first initial angle into your business of getting new clients, or was there any other?
Oh no, I used to bang calls. I used to bang 100 calls a day.
Let's
Like
go.
that was, and I actually used clothes. So when I saw your YouTube video, I was like, oh, this guy knows something too. And yeah, we used to, I mean, I was a one-man shop for a long time, and I would just bang calls, till I couldn't anymore, till I had a headache, basically, or till I cried. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What would you say? This I think is really helpful for everybody. Like, what made you make 100 calls every day? Why did you do that? Why did you choose that route, and what kept you consistent with it?
I mean, I've been in sales a long time, so I know that just volume is what ultimately wins. So I always tell my guys, it's like if you can take the 99th note the same way you can take the first note, you're going to be successful. So it's just a complete numbers game. And finding the people. That's the other thing too. I don't really try to overcome objections. Like if someone starts to give me a bunch of pushback, I'm just like, cool. Like I'll call the next guy because uh, they're just going to be a headache the whole time, right? Because then there are those people I talk to, and they're like, "Yeah, it's like we're actually like talking with our team about like trying to find a new provider or whatever it is," and it's like, great, like it's your lucky day.
I've always led with that philosophy first, is like, because a lot of people ask me like objection handling stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it's actually, I've always preferred the approach of just finding buyers, right? Gary Vee talked about this. I heard him mention this one time. He's like, the reason I'm good at sales is I don't spend a lot of time with people that aren't interested in my service or product. Which, if you're
Yeah,
doing cold outreach, that's going to be 95% of the people you talk to, right? Because
yeah,
we're prospecting, we're looking for gold, right? We're literally gold miners, right? We're just finding people that have some level of interest, and then your ability is to convert those into an appointment or into a purchase. But I definitely agree with that 100%.
awesome.
Avery, good to see you, man. How's the week been?
Good. I just closed a plumbing company yesterday, 450 a month.
Let's
So
go.
that would be a good one. Review system, and then I'm using Merchant now. I wanted to give that a shot, and I was like, well, here's an opportunity. Let's go for it.
I keep hearing about Merchant. This is like the fourth time now. Give us
We'll see. We'll
give us the
see.
lowdown. What's going on with it?
So, I mean, from my understanding, it's doing like the GMB optimization. So it's looking at local competitors and in the respective niche and comparing strategies for GMB, and then applying that to your client's business profile. And then it does like some automated posting situation, and it does the posting with AI imagery as well, which makes it a little bit easier. But just keeping the profile super active and matching strategies to local competitors is what it seems to be.
with reviews. And sorry, you said you're
Mhm.
doing reviews too.
Oh
Nice,
yes, I'm doing reviews with them as well. Yeah.
nice. And why'd you do why 450? Was there a reason for that number compared to?
So the review system is 150. Um, they're at my bottom tier, so they're at 150, and then I did 300 for the Google My Business optimization stuff with merchant. I was talking to a guy, he was doing like 700. So I was like, let me start here. I don't want to hit him with a super high ticket up front. They also wanted to do voice AI stuff, and I was like, whoa, give me a minute. Let me show you some value first, show you that I'm not full of BS and blowing smoke at you. Let me show you I can do what I'm saying, and then we'll move on to other stuff just to help with that retention.
I love that. Yeah, I think a good philosophy is always just starting with an entry offer and upselling. But I like the pricing. I like 450 a month. We've kind of taken this whole modality of like just make it so low that like they'll just stay. And obviously we don't
Mhm.
have data to see like how much more people stick at different price points depending on the value. But freaking congrats, man. That's awesome.
Thank you.
And
As far as what you were saying, one more thing. I haven't had any objections as far as the pricing goes. The 150, 229, 329. Everybody seems to think that it's low. So I just go into it, tell them the price, they're like, oh, I'm getting a deal.
sorry, and I might have misheard you. So that's the same pricing that we have for reviews.
Okay.
Um, but what did you say you're doing for merchant on top of
Oh,
that?
I'm sorry. So the merchant thing, I'm doing that for them as well, separate service. But bundled together 450, but I'm doing the merchant stuff for 300. I'm doing the review system for 150. So it was a bundle.
Okay. Okay. Hey, maybe we'll test a $300 merchant thing. I like that. Everybody else as well. Everyone's got their cameras off today. Why is everyone so shy today? Come on. Where's everybody at? There's Dan. I saw your dog a second ago too. There we go.
Yeah, she's being aggravating. If I can jump in real quick
Yeah.
on that merchant thing, so I kind of got into this whole thing doing Google Business optimization, and
Yeah.
so I just I know everybody's appetite for what they do manually is different, but I looked at merchant and I couldn't find anything that merchant does that we can't do within high level. So just something to look at because I know merchant has a pretty hefty price, or what I think it was like 99 a month to use their service. There may be more automated with merchant, and that's fine. I just wanted to give that heads up because I'm doing Google profile optimization as well, and I can schedule posts within high level, and it high level now has the Google Business Optimization scanner tool within high level, so. Just something to consider, maybe save you some money. I'm not suggesting you lower your price, but it may save you some money if you can do everything within high level. Because I've had very good success with getting Google Business profiles optimized, and my clients are happy with it. So.
Heck yeah, no, I appreciate that. I did see, I know Sam and I created like one post using the AI like generator for our Google business profile, and it made like some crazy like trippy goose. But anyway, so I know you can do that inside of Go High Level as well.
Yeah,
Um,
so I'll just what I'll do is my clients have different posting cadences, but I just like either on Fridays or Mondays, I go in and create their posts for the next 1 or 2 weeks and schedule them out and use the AI image generator within high level to get that done and or use some of their own images. And so, it's a 10-minute touch point to schedule those posts out.
and does anyone know like how much it helps to have those posts like come out on the Google business profile? Like I didn't even realize that was a thing until recently. Is there
It helps. You'll hear all types of different variables on how much it helps. The biggest thing is Google wants to see an active profile. I don't think that posting 3 times a day does more than posting 1 or 3 times a week. But the bottom line is Google wants to see that active profile. So it's all a big picture. It's all about your reviews, your all of your current information, your NAP, and those the posts, uploading pictures. And Google just announced a couple of weeks ago. I think all Dan's opinion, but I think this is tied to them really promoting their AI video creation. But they pushed uploading 8-second videos to your Google business profile. And if I recall correctly, that's how the length of a video you can create with Google's. I forget the name of it, but their AI video creator. And so uh,
The Sora.
Google's really. I think that we're about to see a huge push on Google Business Profile being a major player in AEO and AI and voice search.
Good to know. Yeah. And maybe video as well attached to your Google Business Profile might hold some more weight. Um, heck yeah, Dan, I appreciate you sharing that. Um, Abdu, TJ, Patrick, Shaliv, if I said that right, sorry. Hope you guys are all doing well. Does anybody, I've been helping somebody who is selling websites, and we've been upselling our clients to that. Do any of you guys have experience like testing that out over cold call yet in terms of selling a website or the approach of leading with that? Because there's so many services that we can start through cold calling, and I'm just curious if anybody has some other intros or stuff they've been practicing or testing this week or last that they might want to share that has worked well for them. Sick.
Hey, this is Abdul.
What's up,
Hey,
Abdul?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. So I haven't tried with that. So every the cold calls that I do, and most of the time, if I work with the salon owner or whatever, she's just gonna come and tell me all the issues that she has, like, oh, I need a new website, or I need Google stuff, and I try to not take on all these things, but the thing that I'm more comfortable with is just the website thing.
Okay.
And then if they use uh like a scheduling, page or whatever for your salon, it's easy to kind of like do like that kind of website. But I don't lead with it. I lead with the reviews, and after maybe like a month, they come back and then they just start talking about all the other things that they have or they deal with. Mostly it's been websites, but it just comes naturally, basically. But I don't lead with that.
Yeah, no, that's what we're finding too. I mean, it's like the website I think is a really nice upsell like immediately after reviews. That's what we have an appointment for tomorrow of a client that we've had for a long time. Actually, his last website company, like they had a falling out and they took his website and like sold it to someone or whatever, because now anytime you click on it, it goes to one of like 10 different spam websites. One was like a porn website. And I called him and I was like, dude, this is he's like, yeah, my last company, they just they didn't like that I wanted to cancel, yada yada. And it was a nice website before too. But now we've been doing reviews for him for the last couple months and he trusts us, so it's should be easy peasy. But yeah, don't burn your customers like that, because the space is already filled with so many people that don't treat people right. But um, Brian, I'd be curious, what was your opener like with calling? Since in the past, like when you're starting your company, if is there anything in particular with cold calling that you found to have help you that could help other people?
Well, so we're selling leads, and we would just get on the phone. I see my business partner Patrick is on this call. He kind of taught me this because the game changed a little bit around leads. Um, but just calling in and be like, hey, are you guys looking for more jobs? Like, get right to it. No, like, I don't even say our name, right? It's just like, hey, like, because if they are, then you kind of start building the rapport. One of the best things I've learned about sales is you make the sale first and then you build the rapport.
Hmm.
Because if the business interest is there, the rest of it comes super easy. Where if you're trying to build all this rapport on the front end, you can lose a lot of people through that process, right? So just getting right to it. Are our business interests aligned? If they are, it's like, okay, let's get to know each other.
I like that. I think, and that's something that I could probably definitely work on too. I always try the friend approach. Like obviously, I talk about what I'm selling first, but I try to have that come in. But I think there's a lot of people that I'm letting go because I try to go the friend angle too soon potentially. The hard part is like everyone has different preferences in terms like I made a video once about like and a lot of different content out there about like the four different personality types. Usually most personality tests will like group people into four different categories. But in door to door, the one that like we trained on was like the owl, the tiger, the bull, and the lamb. And with like bulls and owls, it was like business first. Like, what do you want? Like, I need to know that I have interest in that. And then tigers and lambs were more on the friendship first vibe. But I would agree on a cold call that, you have very limited time. I'm not at their door anymore. So maybe just getting to the point a lot faster. And playing with my value proposition in the intro of what I'm saying would be helpful. So that's something to test. I know people have recommended that to me as well.
So the video I saw of yours, it was the cold calling until I cry. I don't know if that's a common video title, but you were kind of doing the friendship route, right? Like, hey, I'm Frankie. I own a local business here in Reno. Wanted to talk with you about a partnership opportunity. It seemed like you were calling a lot of direct lines. Are you typically calling direct lines, or because we call
You
business?
mean like landlines?
What's that?
Like landlines or so like what do you mean? Like just
Like, because it seemed like you were talking with a lot of like the business owners on the first call, like you're not hitting a receptionist and having to ask for them.
Oh, no, we upload our list from Outscraper and it has a mix of landlines and also direct numbers. And we at this point, uh, if a receptionist answers, we just hang up.
Okay, so I'll give you a tip that, and this
Yeah,
actually helped me huge. So the first call in, I'm not giving them much information about myself, but I'm asking to speak with whatever the title would be. For us, we want to talk to sales managers, right? So we call and we're like, hey, yeah, like, hi, this is Haley with ABC Solar. Like, oh yeah, hey Haley, I was trying to reach your sales manager. And then some of them will patch you right through, right? Some of them will, give you a bunch of pushback. But what I'm really trying to do is get a name, because then I'm going to notate that name. And then when I call back through again, it's like, hey, Haley, I'm trying to reach Frankie. And when I ask like that, typically I'll get put right through, right? There's no pushback. And then if you are getting Frankie on the phone, at least for us, like usually it is something that you're looking for, right? So the sale itself is not that hard. It's just more so making contact with them. And so like a lot of the stuff that we train on are like ways to get past those receptionists. Cause I mean, I'm sure probably the same with you guys. Like we want to be talking to bigger companies, like the one and two man in a truck type thing. Sure, it's great, but for us, retention is horrible. So like we want to be talking to those companies that are doing 10 to 20 installs a month, and
yeah.
almost all of them are going to have a receptionist, a gatekeeper, you name it. Um, so yeah, it's more so about me figuring out more information than they think I know, right? Because it's like I get their name the first time, then I call back, ask for them directly, and then just playing like little games and stuff to figure out more information.
Okay, so to summarize, you're going into the gatekeeper, gate guard approach by asking for the title of the person you want to talk to. I guess in our case, it would just be like the owner, but
Yep.
so yeah, hey, can I speak to the owner? Okay, yeah, what is this regarding? Oh, I had a partnership in mind. Can you have him call you back? And then you're trying to get the name of the owner there if you don't have it, or do you already have it?
For you guys, I would probably say something along the lines of, yeah, I was like checking out your reviews. Seems like you guys are doing something right. I just wanted to, had a quick question for him or something, right?
Hmm.
And then some of them, most of the time, they're gonna be like, "Oh, he's not in, but I can put you in his voicemail." Great. Now I'm getting the voicemail. Hey, this is Frankie. Sorry, I missed your call. I'm notating I'm Frankie, so next time I'm calling in, hey, I'm trying to reach Frankie. And then sometimes you'll get patched through to cell phones. You'll get patched through to direct lines that you wouldn't get otherwise.
Hmm.
Um, that's been a huge difference maker for us. Yeah.
No, that's so big. I've spent so little time this year and starting Sam and I starting this of like actually dealing with gatekeepers. Like we got to a point and we got like we have a client that literally I never spoke to the owner. We even set up everything through the gate card. So I know there's lots of opportunity that we're missing out on just because we don't try. Just because, and the reason we don't is because at this point, we're just like, let's speak to owners. I don't want to waste time even dealing with that, but I know that there is a smart approach. So to summarize for everybody, it's like call the gate guard, give a little bit of information, be vague. I've also noticed the tonality is like, hey, can I speak to this person? Like really like direct, like, hey, hey, can I
Yep.
talk to John? Because and get their name, call another time, and then use that, and then just say, hey, can I speak to this person? And especially if it's within like a day or two, I imagine, like, hey, I called yesterday, I spoke to you, Jamie. Is John now available? That helps too. Um, Actually, the appointment I booked today, the one I did, was a call from yesterday with a guy that was the gate guard, but he was like super nice and was like, "Hey, call in the morning." And I put it in my calendar and I got through to him. So, yeah, you're 100% right. Um,
Yeah. And especially if you can get through those guys, so many people are just banging, hanging up as soon as they hit those people, that if you can get through that person, your point of contact is probably not talking to that many cold callers, right? Those guys usually are willing to hear you out. And also
ah.
there's like some reason they're like, why did they put you through to me? Right. And it's like, well, it's because they just asked for you in a very direct way and I knew your name. But you're not saying that to them, right? But yeah, it works. It works.
No, that I love that point is that it is the idea that because they have a receptionist, if you do get through to them, they're going to be probably an easier sell potentially, as long as like, they want the stuff you want have and like they have a need, right? Because they're not getting bombarded all day. They'll have less sales resistance at least. And then they'll think that you're credible in some fashion that the gatekeeper put you through to them. So, that's a really good mental shift. I think a big thing in sales is like finding reasons to justify why it's a good way to do something like for ourselves, right? Because we're always selling ourselves on new methods and new approaches. So um, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, happy to help.
Yeah. Hayden, what's up, dude?
What's up, Frank? How are you guys doing?
Doing well, G. You in Mexico
Dude,
City?
yeah, so I'm in Mexico City right now, but I have been putting in so much volume. I'm honestly like I'm supposed to have, I don't know, I've done 100 cold calls a day for the most part for like the last 3 weeks. And I think part of that, I'm like actually starting to kind of neglect pipeline follow-up, which I think is kind of screwing me just because I'm so focused on like spamming, new cold calls. But then also, I don't know if again it's just a volume focus. Like I'm setting a lot of appointments. Like I feel like I'm setting like probably like two meetings a day, I would say, but just nobody showing up. And maybe maybe that's like maybe it's like I'm not doing a good enough job qualifying them, or when I said it, I'm not saying the right thing at the end of the call, but like I have my VSL, the pre-booking call flow. I feel like I'm doing everything the same. And I guess I'm like I know you guys have gone through like streaks of, this kind of no show, and I'm wondering like, if it's something I need to change or it's more so just like just part of it and just keep doing the same thing. I mean,
I think it's a mentality of both, right? Like
yeah,
it's one recognizing that there's natural dips in sales, right? And you just got to ride the dip because we've had there's
yep,
been two seasons this year, like since we started in March, of like 2 week periods that were just
bro.
all no shows, all no shows.
That's me right now. Right now, I swear.
Ride the dip, brother, because they show
Yeah.
up eventually. Some of them do
Like
it. Yeah.
no. I mean, like I'm supposed to have a sales call in 1 minute. I have the Google Meet open, just waiting to see if somebody joins, but I just like I'm almost just like already knowing he's not going to. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just kind of like you guys, your post last week helped me a lot because you were saying, something about, basically 2 weeks it happened, and then all of a sudden you got like, one on Friday and then two in the same day or whatever else, and just try to see it like that. And I think, not get demoralized from the constant no shows for a period of time. Uh, but yeah,
Yeah. But also on the flip, because I'm right there with you, and I've said this to Samson, I was like, there's got to be something in how I'm coming off in my approach on the call that makes them not think the appointment is valuable. Like, I think it's important to hold both those concepts in the head of
yeah,
one, like it's inevitable and you got to ride the dip, and two, that you should be trying new things to improve it, right? Because
yeah,
if you just go with the mentality of like, well, it's just part of it, it's kind of like, well, what I don't like that also because like it
right.
negates any control on our end to improve, right? I'm trying.
Right.
I want to fix this, and I'm sure there's ways to. But if you figure it out, let me know.
Dude, yeah, that's what I was gonna, because I know I watched one of your last like one of your last calls that you posted. I can't remember, I think it was like a week or two ago, but you were literally like saying the price on the phone, like just being so honest with the guy of like this is basically it was almost like the demo call, like on the cold call with the guy. And I'm wondering if I should try to be a little bit more direct of like literally just like telling him the price or something, just because I don't know. I feel like I'm getting a lot better at pushing through objections, but I almost just feel like it's like almost a waste of time. Like I don't know. That's probably just like my the 2 week span of no show beliefs in my head. But anyways, yeah. So
Yeah, one thing that's like a little bit, I don't know why, but there's sometimes where like if I put more intention the day before to like remembering the appointment, because we book these appointments and like I'll look at my calendar the next day and I'll be like, oh, I totally don't even know who that guy is. Um, and something about like just even in your head, like putting intention to it and like focusing on it. And this might be a little woo woo, but like,
no, it's not. I
but like
totally believe this.
trying to like just already see it happening. Like the
Yeah,
ones that go through, Sam can attest to this. We just like there's like I just feel like that guy's gonna sign up. Don't know
a
why,
100%.
but like trying to put some more intention into actually believing that they're gonna they're pull up. And obviously doing the things of calling the day before, calling an hour before. Like Sam, we had an appointment literally at 4 o'clock. I called him 2 hours ago. He's like, yeah, dude, I'll be on. I'll be there. Text Sam is like, I have an emergency. But also, it's the nature
Right.
of who we're calling, right? Like, home service business owners, just their life is to be on call, have emergency calls coming in.
Right.
So,
That's what I was going to say too.
Um,
It really is niche dependent on these no shows, at least from what I've ran into. Like definitely some like we really like plumbers, electricians, that sort of vibe. But those guys are get
so
emergency
not.
calls.
Yeah. And then before I want to let other guys go here, but I just had like two super quick questions. Just
yeah.
as would help me a ton. So number one would be, um, what are you saying in that call a day before and an hour before to where it's not like, again, it's not, you're not sounding salesy or whatever. I guess like just the wording of basically how you're confirming the call without, just sounding like a telemarketer. So that would be the first question. And then number two is how many, I guess maybe it's dependent on the business owner, but like how many basically no shows are you giving these guys before it's just like, all right, I'll toss him in the not interested. Cause it like the guy right now, I'm literally on the call. He hasn't joined yet. He's no showed 3 times. And every time I call him, he's like, oh yeah, no, like I definitely want to try it out, this and that. So I guess those are my two questions there.
First question. I mean, really, I don't have a really big structure for this, but it's just like at least an hour before. It's like, what up, John? It's Frank, the review guy. What's up, man? Great to hear from you. Hey, I was just calling to confirm that we're still on for this time today.
Cool.
Awesome, man. Cool. I look forward to having to show you how to get more reviews for the business. Like, but because I don't want to come off in a way, and sometimes I do, that's just like really needy. Um,
Yeah, dude, me too.
and like I know there's a lot of sales training on being like, hey, I just had 5 minutes in between my appointments to like shoot you this call. I just wanted to confirm, like, pretending to be more busy than you
Oh,
are.
true.
And I think that stuff does make sense. But and then your second question of how many sorry.
No shows. Like I'm on it. Like there's some of these guys where like I have some clients now that have been paying me for a couple months that probably no showed 3 or 4 times. And so I just like, I don't know how much mental energy to give a single person before just like tossing them to the side or waiting like maybe a couple months before following up. I don't, that's maybe something that I'm just trying to figure out in terms of like how to work a pipeline better or keep track of leads. But yeah.
I think it's situational dependent. Like
Yeah.
I've had only very few people that I've like actually wrote off. Like I had this 19-year-old kid who owns an electric company that I spent way too much time on the phone with. And like he no showed me like 3 times and it just like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, all right. But guess what? I'm still gonna hit him up in a month.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not
Right.
gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. But like
We
Yeah.
we've taken on like the idea of buy or die.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So
man.
like at a certain point we kind of like G check the business owners a little bit of like
Yeah.
hey, dude, like, look, it's something you actually have interest in, and sometimes you'll get them being like, no, and sometimes, sometimes they will actually post.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
heard people also say, is there something I did wrong? So then they feel like they think about it more.
hmm like
Huh. That's a
like
good
if
point.
they say that, like the client says that, or
No, no,
sorry.
like you're supposed to tell them that, like, hey, did I do anything wrong for you not to? I think it was Andy Elliott who said this. It was like,
Oh
is there anything
yeah.
that I did wrong for you not to show up? And then that's like like at the very end after they don't show for a while. Also, I heard that I think I asked this question today in one of like Jasper's calls. He told me that if the clients are not showing up, have you given them a reason to show up? Like they think that they're just gonna come and buy, and people don't want to buy. They don't want to lose money, so they don't like you sell them better than they sell themselves. So if you have an offer for them, be like, okay, if you come, I'll still help you with this. Like give them some like a reason to come,
Yeah.
like value.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good
I
point.
think that was
actually,
from also.
no, I love that. I love that. One thing, Sam, I didn't even tell you this. The appointment that just no showed. I told him on the call. I was like, "Yeah, if you show up, this just came into my mind. I was like, we'll give you a free QR code for your business for reviews, as like an incentive for them to show up. Like, yeah, if you show up either way, we'll give you this QR code." But he didn't show up. But you
Good
know how
point.
it goes. Real quick, what's up, Papa Clay? Good to see you here.
What's up, man? I was just hopping on. I haven't hopped on one of these, so I just wanted to I'm just hopping on, hanging out. I just got off the call with Murillo. I don't know if you remember Murillo. He's from the
Yeah.
community. Well,
Yeah.
he's our new sales guy. And
Let's
so
go.
we've been drilling sales and objections for like the last hour and a half. And so I was just hopping on, say what's up, hang out. Good to see all y'all.
Good to see you. What
Yeah.
objections were you ripping that this could help for everybody?
Well, we were ripping like integration specific stuff because he's gonna kind of like get that as he'll probably onboard some as well. So like QuickBooks integration. Oh, I don't want you to see all my financial data. Like, oh, here's what we do. Zapier, digital duct tape. We only have access to name, email, phone number, request a review, yada yada. And then we were doing, yeah, I'm gonna talk about it with my partner. Or talk about it. So what's up? Talk about my partner. Talk about it with business partner or wife or whatever spouse. So we were drilling that as well. How like, are you really gonna talk about it? But like, dude, I'm not, y'all all know this. Like, I'm not the king of sales. I'm like asking, I'm like, bro, I don't know, watch some Alex Ramosi videos. Like, I don't know, figure it out. But I just done a lot of the review specific stuff. So I'm good with the review specific objections. But yeah.
Well, at the beginning of this call, we were talking about Facebook groups because I know that's kind of how you got
Yeah.
those initial boost of clients. Like, was there any specific strategies that you felt that really helped you get that first big like wave of clients in the beginning from Facebook
Yeah.
group?
I mean, I would just join as many groups as I can and then just like search the word review in the group, review or Google or whatever. And then that was kind of the foot in the door of like, hey, saw you're dealing with reviews or whatever. I did that a decent amount, but honestly, just like it's crazy how many home service business owners specifically are like hella active on Messenger. Like I did it the other day just as a test to see if it was the same way. Like I messaged 15 people and like three of them were messaging me back in like less than 20 minutes. And if you're right there with them responding right away, like you can get the conversation going and go ahead and get it flowing. So yeah, that was a big thing. But I mean, I said it a million times. Like I started so heavy on local. Like it was just so easy for me because I grew up here and just like just trying to really leverage the people I knew in my area. That was huge.
Why would you search up reviews?
Because people will post in like a Facebook group and they'll be like, "Hey, struggling to get Google reviews," or "Hey, how do y'all get Google reviews?" or "Hey, I lost Google reviews, missing Google reviews, I got a negative review." Like anything that included a review, I would just be able to help them out with. I also had like a bunch of Loom videos, like, "Oh, you're missing some reviews." Like, "Hey, I made this video. Here's a form to fill out to get reviews back." And then you kind of segue that into like selling them on review service or whatever. But yeah.
I love it. Yeah, and I think that's what I say too is to start with the local approach. We should spend more time on the local game because I don't know why it just sounded really cool to have clients like all over the place. And also in terms of like kind of where you're going now of like actually building a sales team, like you can't train someone to be like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah.
your guy on the street," right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but that makes a lot of sense. Isa, what was your question, bro?
Sorry, I'm driving right now. So I recently got a client, and this like he's so close to signing. He told me the only way he would sign, like basically the only way he would sign, if I could prove to him results that the website will get him clients. But I know you guys can't really help me with that. But my question was, on Friday I have to meet up with him in his office, and I don't know how I'm supposed to structure that. What do I talk about? Because I already went on the Zoom with him. He likes the website. He likes everything. He said he's willing to sign a year contract with me, but I don't know if I should do like an agreement with him where like safety for him. Like if I don't get him the results he wants, like he gets his money back or something. Because I have to make the contract, and I don't know how to structure the meeting.
Okay. Heck yeah, dude. Well, first off, congrats on having the opportunity to go in person to meet with somebody. That's
You
awesome.
know, the only reason I got him was because I used the script that you made me, the one you sent me.
Hell yeah, let's go, dude. I love to hear it. So just to confirm, so I can give, so is it a website review client? Is that it's a website just by itself, or
It's everything. I like on the Zoom, I was just telling him like everything Go High Level basically has, which was kind of a mistake on my fault, but it was just like in the moment. But I think I could offer it to him, and he is willing to pay me more. So I'm giving him the reviews, the websites, the AI receptionist, and everything. And then Jasper told me that that's good. So then like I get like a all-in-one client. So I know how like every client's gonna go from now on, and he's
okay.
gonna pay next time.
I like that approach too. And this just to confirm for this is like your very first client. Have you done? He's gone. He
No,
just
I'm right here.
oh dude, that's sorry, my bad. I thought you just
No.
yeah. But and this is your first client though, right? Like for okay. Because in that first meeting, he's already interested. I mean, I wouldn't unless you want to go the route of a year contract. I think just getting your feet wet of doing the service is going to be the most important thing to build your confidence. So, I mean, I could tell you the technical stuff of how to get the review stuff working, but in terms of like of actually setting him up, but in terms of like how to approach it, like go in there, um, make a friend, sit them down, say like, hey, let's get your stuff set up. And I would just go transition right away into getting the review side set up, since that would be something that you can get results for him within a day or two. And be like, because I mean, if you're starting with all these things, that's a lot to learn for your first client. I would start with one service reviews and be like, hey, let me get this set up for you. I'll get your reviews coming in, and then that's going to give you time to build out all those other things. Um, but yeah,
How to make a friend with him? He's like kind of a scary guy. He's like a older Mexican worker. He has like tattoos. He's bald with like a big beard. It looks kind of scary. But like I don't know if that's just like me, but it'd be harder for me to make a friend with him.
dude, honestly, this is your first time coming into an in-person sales meeting. Just be really honest with him. Be like, "Hey, dude, I'm brand new. I'm brand new. This stuff works. I know it works." But I would take the angle of that. I'm new. I'm starting my business. I'm being mentored by people that know how to do this, and just lead with honesty, because he's already interested in what you got. If you lead with that, and he'll give you a little bit more grace in since you don't have like experience with sales. Um,
Yeah,
and then,
that's what he told me on the call. He was like, "I'll help you out. You help me out. I know you're new to this and everything." And I was
perfect.
like, "Okay, what did you have in mind?" He was like, if you can prove to me that this works, I'll be willing to pay. If you cut the setup in half, I'll pay you more than double the monthly fee." Which is weird. I don't know why he would do that, but he offered it, so that's what we're going with.
Sweet man. And I would just start with reviews and I would be like, cool, I can set this up. I can show you results because in terms of like getting stuff for the website stuff, that's a little bit more in depth. And honestly, I don't have as much experience with that. So that's probably why I'm telling you to lead with reviews because I know how to, it's
Yeah.
actually pretty simple. It's not that hard. You can figure that part out. But yeah, bro, just be honest, go in there. And I think you're going to do fine. You're going to crush. Just, keep your head up and act confident, but be honest.
So go in there and tell like leave with the reviews. Like okay, so you're him and I'm me, and then I go like, "Hey sir, it's nice to meet you." And then like what do I say? Like
Um, okay. You're gonna want to go, hey man, nice to meet you. Just whatever chit chat you want to have. Let's sit down and let's get you set up. And do you know how to set that stuff up yet?
I was planning on just he doesn't have a Google My Business profile, so I was gonna do that first, and then go to Google the high level, make him a sub account, put up all of his information, and then maybe show him how that works?
Yeah. Honestly, dude, like if I'm in your position, I would, this is why I like the free trial stuff. Like I would get it all done for free before any money's exchanged and just tell them, "Hey, this is going to be a process for me to get this set up for you because I'm new to this, but you only pay me once like it's actually working." Because then you'll figure it out in that moment of what to do and whatnot. But um, for me to tell you exactly what to say for the whole like interaction is just not possible right now. And
Yeah.
but message me, bro, and we could talk about more details in particular.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. So I tell him whenever I meet him not to pay me there, and then I'll set up it all for free. But Jasper told me it takes like 3 to 6 months to rank on Google, like the website start ranking. So with that means I'll probably have to wait that long for him to get ranking.
Well, that's what I was saying. If you start with the reviews, you can get him reviews within a day or two. And then
Is that how
and
it works?
yeah, yeah, man. Like Clay that was just in here a second ago, go to his stuff and look at his stuff because like that's how we learned this business is from him. And yeah, we were able to you once you set him up, like you literally get them reviews within a day or two. So
Does he have like a community?
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
if you don't know about Clay, sorry to interrupt, but Clay's the GOAT. Like, I don't know who else knows Clay Lawrence, but that man's the GOAT. If you want to do reviews, you go through that guy. He got a 9 hour video. If you really need to know, like, you got to know your product. Like, that's if I could put one knowledge to it, it's like sales, it comes with confidence. And if you're going to talk to the guy, be able to get down and get the whole thing organized and know what the process is to get him reviews, you got to be 100% with your product. So he gives a whole video of it. It gave me a lot of knowledge. Definitely helps with high level because a lot of thing has like the thing constantly updates. You know, you get new stuff in that software, which go to high level, like that top tier like software right there.
Yeah.
But you get comfortable with that. Then, you get comfortable. Like, honestly, what I did starting out, I can give you for you to be brand new 2 week free trial. If it don't work, I don't know how to make it work yet. You don't pay me nothing, no risk at all.
Yeah, man. That angle for where you're at, like I would like the whole money thing. You've never done it before, bro. Like you have an opportunity to do it for free and just be like, "Hey, actually I'm going to do this for free. Once you get reviews, you can pay me." And then watch all Clay's stuff, do all that, and you can get paid within like 2 weeks or less. So,
And there's still a chance he's like, no, I'll still pay you, right?
there's a chance you can make it happen, dog. You can make it
Maybe.
happen. If you're hungry for it, you can make it happen,
Yeah.
but you got to be able to deliver on it too. So,
Uh,
uh,
Also, to the other guy, I really like your room.
Much love.
yeah,
Much
he's
love.
got the good cars there.
It's very cool. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Brian, what's your question?
It wasn't so much a question, it was more so just maybe some advice for Hayden. Um,
Yeah.
because it sounds like, and I think we probably all go through this. I think like I said earlier, we don't really book calls anymore. It's just kind of in the moment we sell. Dude, if your pricing's not that high, don't be afraid to just share it on that initial call. Because like some of these business owners, it is more valuable for the or it costs more for them to attend that call than it is for them just to send you $200 or $300 or whatever your service is. Like I had a guy talk to me for less than 5 minutes and then wired me 2 grand. Like it's all relative to where they are in their business. But if
Right.
they're busy people, I guarantee they care more about the time than they do the money.
That's a good point, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one change that we've made. I know you hate mention that, Hayden. I try to get the price out. And that's been a topic on these calls like this whole year, but I do agree. I found that just because it's such a low ticket thing, like just tell them there and get a verbal yes from them. I think like Sam, the last one you onboarded, like he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Right? It's getting a yes on the deal on the phone, and then it's just an onboarding call. That's been a lot of our sales recently. And obviously it's like, "Yeah, I'll show you like what it looks like and all that," but it just takes 20 minutes to set up. And then like Brian saying too, like really, and then I don't do this enough, is really focusing on the time aspect of what our service solves is you no longer have to worry about asking for reviews, making it awkward. Like you set it up once for 20 minutes and then it's done. You never have to worry about reviews again and using that as an angle. That is my approach. I tell them entry level price as soon as I can on the call just for pre qualification. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. So um, going going the route of telling them price on the phone. Has it helped a ton with the no show rate? But it at least gets you to know where they're at. Because quick little point on that too, like Brian said, a lot of reasons why they don't hop on these calls is they're expecting it to be thousands of dollars. That's what they're used to, right? And that's kind of what sets us apart. But yes, yes, Issa.
So I'm in Texas. I see a lot of like trucks and like home service people that like my niche is. How would you go about like talking to them in person? Like I'll be like, I'm good at talking to people in person, but I don't know how to start it up. Like I like your trucks. What you do for a living? Is that like good?
Yeah, dude, rip it. You dude, honestly, just do it. Like, you know what, and this is actually something like I did with talking with women when I didn't have a girlfriend. Is like everyone's like, "Oh, what do I say to her as I walk up to him?" I actually just make the decision I'm going to go up and then whatever comes to my mind in that moment I say. Like, I don't have anything in my head of what to say. It's just I walk up to her and just be like, "Ah," and something comes out. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I think that's the same approach if you're approaching a business owner in person is walk up. I like what you just said there. Oh, what's up, man? It looks like, are you in contracting work just based off your shoes and whatnot? My name's Issa. Cool. And then just see where it goes. It might be awkward, but it's all reps, bro. It's just reps. Like you get better just by doing it, just by doing it a lot. So,
And I
um,
was not gonna ask you how would you like approach a girl? So like I know sales people are good at that stuff, but you brought it up in pro.
sales is, I mean,
I
it's
might
sales. Yeah, but,
I might
um,
try it in the gym right now.
okay, dude. Heck yeah. But nice. Does anyone else have any in particular any questions? Brian, oh, I wanted to talk to you. Not other Brian. Kai, are you still there? Are you MIA? Brian Kaib? Okay, no worries. Lauren, it's good to see you too, by the way. I hope all is well. Any developments on the business side this week?
Got a hit. It's been a bit quiet, so but I got a hit, a couple of hits today. So it was like back to back meetings, which is good because you get ghosted and then you gotta go chase people and then it's like kind of quiet, but there's been a lot of things going on that you can't control. So you just kind of have to ride it out like you said earlier, and that's kind of what it's been. So
Yeah, ride the dip. I don't have any tattoos, but I might actually get that. Because like aside from just sales, like it's just the nature of reality. Like you have seasons of growth and seasons of decay. And I always thought for so long, like when I was in those lows, I would just blame myself for all these things and just get super hard on myself, which helps because there's always room to improve. But you also have to just accept that that is the nature of things. Sometimes it's sometimes it's good, sometimes it's shit. So, but just sticking through those lows and pushing through, and that's honestly what makes or breaks everyone in business. I feel like we're new to this, but it seems like Alex Ramosi and all these guys say it's like just don't fucking quit, just don't quit. And that's kind of the main point that I typically make on these calls. But Brian, I saw reviews. Heck yeah. Does anyone else in here sell anything not as like what most of us do? I forget. I know you don't, Brian. TJ or Austin. I know I've talked to you, Austin, like before, but I got more hands raised. Oh, Alexander, I'm sorry. And let me go. I'm gonna go talk to him first because Issa. Alexander, do you have something to say?
Well, yeah, so I do the reviews and then I also do like the missed call text back, which, has its benefits as well, but then you have the appointment center and I have one client with appointment center. I'm trying it out, I want to give like the opportunities of high level, but reviews is just like a solid and that's what I started out with. Um, have you guys have any luck with it? Like I've been trying to like mix it in with the my cold calls for maybe about 3 weeks. I've had one no show, bunch of what's it called? Like hard nose, like I don't want to talk with AI right now. Like especially with service-based businesses. So um I don't do it that expensive. I think I have it like 250. I tested it with two because I just want to try it out. You
Are,
know.
are you talking about like AI call agents?
Yeah, those AI agents. Which, I
Mm.
see Paolo do it. So I'm like, all right, like I know it can be done. My man's a G. So I'm trying to like play with that, but I got like no luck with it.
We
Yes.
did two as an experiment, but I don't know if somebody has a little bit more um
No, I mean,
knowledge.
No,
we,
like,
we we
yeah.
tested it. Yeah, we tested it out. We did. What did we maybe like what 2 3 weeks, Sam, this summer? We started like, oh, let's try to sell
No,
this.
we didn't really cold call though. We just sent out some cold texts.
Yeah.
And we did a little tiny bit of cold calling. But I don't know, we got a lot of interest with it and we signed on two clients with it. It wasn't something we're super focused on, but I definitely think there's so much room in that market. And that might be a really big emerging market moving forward, honestly.
Yeah, like that's how I thought of it. Like I know on the other hand, like, hey, you can say money, you don't need a receptionist. Like if it works how it's supposed to. But like a lot of them already have it in place. So they're like, I don't want to like they already built a relationship with that person. They don't want to fire them out of no reason just to get like depending on the person. Business is hard times at points. So like I try it, but like Google reviews, it's just like that's solid. And I learned it with Clay too. Like, man, I was watching his videos for like solid year now, or yeah, about a year, maybe a little less. So like
Yeah.
reviews
So
work. That's what I'm accustomed to.
well, a couple things on the voice AI agents, because one, there's a video that I found of a guy in the UK that is crushing with it right now. Older guy, like old sales dude, and he like made a really good video on how to sell these voice AI agents. So I would check that out if I can find it. I'll send it to you. But
Sweet.
not about replacing. It's not about replacing. It's basically you're taking the angle with the voice AI receptionist as a better option to no one answering the phone. Don't talk about
Yeah.
don't talk about replacing anybody. It's just that, hey, like, because a lot of people have that objection of like, people don't want to talk to AI. Like, yeah, but people want to like,
Uh,
people want to talk to somebody. Someone to get their answers, their questions answered.
that's what I do. I do like the voicemail. I just basically say it's better than a voicemail.
Yeah,
Sweet.
share some sauce,
That
Dan.
that's sauce right there.
Yeah. I mean it is. And then the question that go with it. Have you guys I wanted to ask this question. Have you guys tested out that new um that what is it called? Outgoing caller or
Outbound.
Oh, the
outbound.
AI
Yeah,
for
there we go.
outbound.
Outbound caller from the high level thing. It's in beta right now.
Is it finally in beta?
I think
Yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
in
Oh
beta.
wow. No, we haven't, but that's fun.
I
I
have like once I know like once you make like the like your like own like bot, like you customize the name and like have like the prompts written out. I have it. I only like tested it with like I think it was like my mom's phone. So I'm like, all right, let me just try it out, see if it works. Uh but it didn't like answer or like it didn't ring. So I'm like, okay, but I had bad service over here at the time. So I gave up on it. It was a long night anyways, but I probably gave it like 20 minutes worth of thought. Um but yeah, I saw it was
I
in
haven't
beta, and
tested
that's
that
like
yet.
insane.
Yeah, one thing I was gonna say too for the voice AI agents, I don't know if you've texted this, Daniel, for because we got two clients actually through cold texting. But basically, what we did is we made a list of tree trimmers. We made an agent that its job is it answers the phone and says, "Hi, I'm an AI receptionist that will like act as a receptionist for your tree trimming company.
Yeah.
Pretend you're a customer."
I have a client that literally says like they wanted it to say, "Hi, this is Alice, an AI receptionist for company name." They literally wanted them to say that because they didn't want it to sound human, but they wanted it a better voicemail so they could actually get that information through.
Yeah, I think letting that's like one thing I don't think we should like I don't know. I'm not in the space as much, but it makes way more sense to me to just tell people it's an AI. Like not
Yeah.
be like oh that because people know like it's not that good yet. Like just be
Yeah.
honest. Like hey, Dan really wants to answer the phone right now, but he can't. I'm his AI receptionist. Like how can I help you? That makes a lot more sense to me. Um, but what I was gonna say, just super short, is we sent out cold texts with a phone number and just said, "Hey, call this number if you want to see what this looks like." So like in the cold text that we blasted out to all these tree trimming companies, and then they would call, and it's like, hey, this is a demo of what I could be for your company. And then we got a notification right when they called it, and then we called them. Again, we only tested this for a bit. We got some clients out of it, and then
Yeah,
just
we got 2 clients out of that. Probably should do it more extensively. It's pretty low effort, honestly.
yeah, Sam
Did
and
you
I.
guys set that up in like a different sub account or your main one?
Do you remember Sam?
Um, we, I think yeah, it was like a separate, it
It's our
was a separate sub account than our sub account that we run our business stuff off of. Yeah. Um, but
yeah,
yeah,
we
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 should
had a
get back
phone
into that.
number.
That was pretty easy, honestly.
Um,
Did you
but
guys just SMS blast them then? Basically.
yeah, cold text them. But Dan, I know you had your hand raised. Sorry.
No, yeah, y'all pretty much went through what I was going to say. I was going to touch on what Alexander said about the fear of service businesses. I'm in the South in Alabama, so we're way behind everybody anyway. And so the few I've talked to have said, well, I don't want my people talking to AI. I answer the phone. I'm like, you don't answer every call, but I'm working through that. So I've got a couple of younger guys that are on board with it. That I'm building one out right now. For an HVAC guy, we're building his whole entire system, and so it's taking a little longer to get things going. But he's on board with the full AI because he's a career firefighter. So he works 24/48. So there's one day he can't even answer the phone most of the time. So he's really on board with it. So I think it's just going to be a transition to how we sell it and talk about it. And so I've really almost lost the whole AI pitch, and I've went more toward how can we automate and give you your time back.
Oh, okay. And when you say you're setting up a receptionist for him, correct?
Yeah,
And are you building that and go high level?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, if you don't mind, what are you pricing the voice AI at? I'm always curious about that.
So yeah, I mean, I've got my price on my website. I actually, because he's my first and he's a friend, I'm doing $299 for his whole package. But my listed price is $499.
499. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what.
that's everything. That's reviews, missed call, text back, automations, website. That's the full. And I know that's until I get 10 to 15 recurring clients, and I'm raising that to like 749 is my plan.
I love that. And one of the things I've now learned this year, which I don't know, I like our model, but like it takes so much effort to get these business owners on a call. Like we need to have a package, Sam and I, and we talked about this today, that is higher ticket recurring because like we take all this time to get these guys on a call, and then we're selling something that's $149, and it's like, yeah, they'll probably stay a long time, but why not have an option that has all those features included and then just downsell them into what they actually need. So I love that a lot. I really actually I'm gonna try to find this video again of this UK guy talking about selling voice AI. It was really good, but he one of the things he said that you mentioned there, Dan, is this like you have to kind of say it with a joking tone because that's the main objection is no one wants to talk to AI, and it's like yeah, but they'd probably rather talk to somebody, right, than no one answering, right? And you have to say this in a way that's like kind of laughy, but it's if you can get over that and then just uh, I feel like that would make a lot of sense. But
Hey,
yeah,
if I can interrupt, high level has been they're doing like 5 days of AI agent this week on the high level YouTube channel. Go find it and watch day 3, and that'll answer your question about how good AI is.
heck yeah,
I watched it today, and the guy doing the presentation, he's like high energy and all over the place. I forget what his name is, but he like legit does a great demonstration of a chaotic call. And so just go watch that. It's on the high level YouTube channel.
heck yeah, yeah. I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you showing up and sharing and listening. These calls are just it's fun to exchange information. I think I always learn something new every time, and it changes my perspective on where we should take the business. Sam and we pretty much ran the same playbook until we're gonna finish through December, and then readjust the model. And I'm really curious to, yeah, and build with you guys and see what you guys do, and us all build off each other so we can all make more money. But appreciate your time. I look forward to chatting with you guys next week. Thanks for showing up. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening Wednesday night. Happy Halloween. Enjoy that. All right.
Take care, Frankie. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. Peace out. See you, Austin. Bye. TJ, Lauren, Brian.